What's going on, BookTube? Welcome to Rottie Reviews. My name is Elle, and this is the best boy in the whole wide world. Let's get started. So, today is the first ever TBR videos. Woo! As you know, it is the beginning of August, and so it is time to talk about what I plan on reading for this month. My goal, I'm just not as impressive as some of these booktubers out here. Some of them are out here reading like 15 books a month. I'm like, do y'all work? Y'all must read way faster than me. My goal is a modest 5, okay? And I'm gonna consider myself lucky if I manage to get through those 5. These 5 are a combination of books that I've been on my backlog that I've been meaning to read. And I've got a couple of recommendations on there because I just can't help myself. I'm recording this video a little earlier than the beginning of August. It's like the last week of July right now. And hopefully in my mind, I will have already started, reading these books. I hope so. And so I haven't really decided the posting schedule or what I'm going to do with them, how I'm going to talk about them. But, you know, whatever. I'll get it figured out. And it'll be just whatever I feel like in the moment because that's how I live my life. I do what I want. So that's enough talking. Let's get into what I will be reading for August of 2021. Let's get started. So the first book on my TBR list, which actually I guess I should say this, I definitely don't necessarily plan on reading them in this order. It'll just be whatever I feel like in the moment. But the first one, at least on this list, is called The Fall by Camus. This book was published in the 1950s and obviously Albert Camus, it's a French It's a French author. And Albert Camus won the Nobel Prize of Literature back in the day, so he's no joke. He doesn't play games. The Fall is the last of his completed fiction work, so this is kind of his. I think it sounds like it was kind of like his last hurrah. And what a banger to go out on! It sounds like this book. I was usually when I'm about to start reading a book, I will kind of flip through the first few pages. Not really reading anything. I don't even really know what I'm looking for. I think I'm kind of checking out like chapter length, formatting, you know, just to kind of get a feel for the, I don't know, like the texture of a book or like the bones of the book. I don't know how to describe it, but you know what I'm talking about. Just to get a feel for it. And I think that this entire book is a single person's dialogue. I guess I'm not really 100% sure of that just because I just flipped through a few pages, but that's what it seemed like. It seemed like it was just one block of dialogue. I'm just really curious at how you can, such a simple format and one that can be very poorly done, how you end up getting like a Nobel Prize out of it. When I was reading about it, little tidbits online, I mean, they were talking about like this is a philosophical book, like it's a deep dive into the human psyche, a study of the human experience. And I was like, whoa, like that's quite a claim. So I have no idea what I'm about to get into with this book, but I've had it on my shelf for a million years and I've got to read it. So now's the time. I think also with this one, as I was flipping through, it seems like it would be a really good one to listen to as well. So normally I like the physical copies, right? I like to hold the book, but this seems like it would be a pretty good one to listen to on audiobook. So I'll be consuming it within that medium, and I'll let you know which one I ended up preferring. So yeah, I'm really excited to check that one out on my list. The second book on my list is Crave by Tracy Wolff. This book was a recommendation. I am in like a little mini book club with a couple buddies of mine. She picked this one, and this book is right up her alley, right? I mean, it doesn't even surprise me that she really liked this book. You know, you just have to look at the cover. I mean, just look at it, y'all. Doesn't it just look like the next book in the Twilight series? I mean, I don't even feel like they tried. So unfortunately with that, personally, YA supernatural romance has got to be one of my least favorite genres. And so I can't honestly say I'm super looking forward to this book, but you know, I might be pleasantly surprised. So Crave, it follows a teenage girl who goes through some mysterious traumatic event. I'm not really sure what it is yet. I haven't started. Because of this tragedy, she ends up getting sent to Alaska. And while she's there, she gets enrolled in this boarding school up there that is apparently the school of a whole bunch of different monsters. I don't know who decided that it was a good idea that you send this very normal teenage girl up there, but she's there. It sounds like her life is on the line, like immediately, like she's right away in danger. And so it 100% sounds like a form of Twilight, although maybe it's more, it sounds like it's a little more aggressive, maybe a little more action packed. I don't know, but we'll see. That's one on my list, and I'm hoping that I'm pleasantly surprised, but we'll see. The next book on my list to read for August is called Verity by Coleen Hoover. It was recommended to me by Stephs Bookish World, and I'll leave her info in the description box below. But she's a booktuber out here, and she's got really great stuff as well. So I would definitely check her out, guys. And thank you, Steph, for this, because I am way excited to read it. So Verity follows a woman who has been hired to help this man's wife complete her fiction series that she's in. Apparently, she was injured in such a way that she was unable to complete this series, which question mark there already, right? What happened? And so this woman gets hired on to finish this series. And as she's going in and kind of gathering up the notes for the series, like, oh, how am I going to complete this for her? She discovers Verity, who is the wife, discovers Verity's secret autobiography. It was something that was never published. No one has ever read it before. And it sounds like it's essentially a confessional. She is confessing to all these deep, dark secrets of her life, including what really happened the night that this couple's daughter was found dead or was like killed or something. So apparently something real twisted that makes the wife seem crazy, right? Oh, I'm so excited. And so now the main character has to decide, do I show the husband this information, because she was like developing feelings for him? Do I show him this information and just shatter everything that he thinks is real so I can get him? Or do I keep it secret and not potentially ruin his life? So I am so intrigued about what this lady did. So I can't wait to read it. I'm really excited. Thank you again, Steph, for the recommendation. I can't wait to go. The next book on my list, what are we on? 1, 2, fourth book. Yeah, number 4. The 4th book on my list is The Color Purple by Alice Walker. Obviously, we all know what this book is. It is a modern classic. It is been put into a movie. It has won award after award after award, and I'm here to tell y'all that I don't know a single freaking thing about it. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn in my black card. I've never seen the movie. Don't know a thing about the book. I just suck. And so I have it. I've had it on my shelf again for a million years. This is part of my backlog. And so I was like, you know what? It's time. Ella, it's embarrassing that you've not read this. It follows the tale of these 2 sisters who are split up for a long period of time and have maintained connection. It sounds like through a series of letters as they've both endured, their own traumatic lives. And so I don't know anything about this book. The only thing I know is that it is sad, that I will probably end up really upset by the end. But I got to read it. It's just embarrassing. To both not have seen the movie and not have read the book, like, it's unacceptable. So that is on my list as well, and I really anticipate liking it. Just again, I was thumbing through and seeing that it's written as a series of letters. I was like, oh, this is already gonna be raw. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really excited to check it out. And then finally, the last book on my August TBR is called Finlay, Donovan is Killing It by Elle Casimono. This book, I just like the cover of it. It's a good shade of pink, y'all. So I'm excited for it to be on my shelf. This book is a comedy, and it follows this woman who is a single mother of 2 who looks like her life is just, not the worst, but definitely not the best. Like, her ex-husband's a little making her life difficult. Her kids are acting up, and she's a struggling author, right? And so she is one day in, I think it's like a coffee shop or a restaurant or something, and she's talking to somebody about this premise for a new mystery series that she's getting ready to write. And she's overheard by somebody who totally misinterpret what she is talking about and they think she is a for real, like, contract killer. And so what would normal people do? Normal people would be quick to correct such a crazy assumption. But, not this lady. No. She's an author, and she's looking for real life experience to pull from. And so she absolutely runs with it and pretends she's this contract killer to get material for this freaking book that she's writing. And so the way the synopsis ran was hilarious. And it's been a while since I've read a comedy too, and so I'm really excited to check that one out. That's been on my shelf for a little bit, not as long as the other ones. I thought I definitely need to check that one out. Those are my books. Those are the 5 books that I'm going to try to knock out this month. We'll see how I do. And I'm not sure what the posting schedule is going to look like yet. I don't know really what I want to do with it. There might be a week I post a couple of videos. We'll see how it turns out. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. I really appreciate it. Hey, if you like seeing my my rambling foolishness, then like, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you want to get a notification about anything I post. And I really look forward to hearing from you guys. Me and my sweet little Rottie will see you guys next time.